Welcome to Pittsburgh Sports Now. We're going to do a little walk and talk with one of the WPIAL's top defensive players for the 2019 season, and that's Aliquippa's star defensive end, linebacker Zuriah Fisher. Appreciate you doing this with us, big man.
No problem.
Tell me about your recruitment. You, maybe more so than any player, your recruitment just took off big time as far as Power 5 offers go. Were you expecting that after your final season, or did it surprise you a little bit? And what's your reaction to all that?
I knew it was going to come, but I just didn't know what time it was going to come. So there was a lot of coaches in my ear telling me that it's going to come, but I didn't really believe them. So when it came, it was kind of surprising, but I knew it was coming.
What's the biggest thing you're hearing from coaches about, what's your size right now? What are you, 6'3"?
6'3", 240.
Is there a common theme you're hearing from the coaches as far as something they like about your game, as far and why you're receiving all this Power 5 attention?
I'm versatile, so I can play D tackle, D end, and linebacker. The coaches like that, so when they see my film, that's what they talk about a lot. And my size, then I can move.
Do you have a position do you have a preference that you think would suit your skill sets in college? Is that a pass rushing defensive end, or are you linebacker? Does it matter to you?
I would say linebacker, but coaches, they look at me as everything. A down end, outside linebacker, middle linebacker, so I don't know yet.
Are you excited with all this going on? Obviously, with the rich tradition of Aliquippa football and all the players getting recruited out of there, you've probably been exposed to it in one way or the other, but now that it's on you, what's it like?
I'm happy about it, but it can get annoying sometimes because you got a lot of coaches calling you and stuff, so I'm happy. I'm happy I got it.
Is that the biggest, I always wonder, is that the biggest thing with recruits as far as text messages from coaches, and how do you handle that? Do you not answer sometimes? Are you afraid not to answer? What sort of advice have any of the other Aliquippa players in the past given you some advice as far as how to handle all this?
I ain't really get no advice, but I mean, some people told me that just like I'm in control of it, so do what I want to do. So, but I text them back and stuff. I call them back. I don't do that.
Right now, what schools? As of right now, we're in the dead period as far as coaches being able to actively recruit you guys. But what schools up until now are you hearing from the most?
Penn State, Michigan State, Texas A&M, and Pitt, West Virginia too.
Penn State recruiting you the hardest, maybe?
Yeah.
What are you looking for in a program? I'm sure now that you're almost entering your senior season, there's some things you're looking for. Is it football tradition? Is it is it the coaching staff? What are some big factors that are going to come into play for you?
I want to go to college. I'm gonna be there for 4 years, so I want to be able to call it home. So, and I want to play early so that's another part.
Tell me about obviously our Pitt fans are want to know what's going on with Pitt. How often are they in contact with you? Who are you hearing with the most? And is there anything that stands out to you about Pitt?
I like Pitt a lot. I was just talking to our dudes like last week or something. But yeah, I like Pitt.
Is there something about them that, if you had to pick out one thing about them that, not that you're going to pick them or anything, but if you had to say one thing that you liked about Pitt, what would it be?
It's close, obviously, so I like that. And two of my friends are up there, Eli and Will, so I'm definitely looking at that.
Do you have any plans for after the break, as far as once recruitment is able to start picking up again? You're going to be starting your games here within a month.
Yeah.
Do you have a plan as far as making any visits in the near future?
I don't know. I ain't set up no officials yet, so I gotta see what that's all about.
So do you expect your recruitment to last throughout the season, and then you make a decision afterward? Is that where you're leaning toward right now?
Probably, but I was thinking about committing during the season, so I don't know yet.
And last thing is, what goals do you have for this upcoming season? And is there something in your game that you're looking to improve. Obviously, no one is perfect, and I'm sure there's parts of your game that you want to try to improve on to maybe, maybe impress some other colleges. Is there something that you and your coaches are working on with you? Is it strength? Is it, first step? Is something like that?
I want to get my coverage ability up, so I'm gonna work on coverage, and I want to get to 200 tackles this year. Last year I had 115, so this year I want to get to 200.
And one thing about the Aliquippa team, you guys obviously are the champs coming off, but you lost a lot of players. Give a little preview to the people out there that think that Aliquippa might be down a little bit because they lost players. The phrase around here is Aliquippa doesn't rebuild, they reload. Is that going to apply this year?
Oh yeah, most definitely. We lost a lot of players, but we gonna be straight. So I just let them talk, and then when the season comes,
they'll find out.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We appreciate Zuriah you joining us, and good luck this upcoming season.